Okay, so warm welcome everybody to the Team Weekly, the Mind Capital Team Weekly training. Good to see we got Boris and yes, and the children on. Absolutely fantastic, Boris. Good to see you there. Ben, how you doing, my friend? Luxembourg, Belgium, the French-speaking countries there on board with us. We've got Brian out in the Netherlands. Good to see you there on video, Brian. And Peter out there in Canada, as always here and every single week on the training. So literally, we basically have had a crazy week with the crypto markets. The crypto markets are going crazy. Bitcoin especially, obviously leading the rally, and we've seen Bitcoin go up by over $5,000 this week alone. Okay, and mark my words, whatever you've seen this week, okay, 2021 is going to be even better, guys. It's going to be even better. The rally is going to just get bigger and bigger. The institutions are coming in massively. It feels completely different than when it was in 2017 when I got started in Bitcoin at $12.50. I was starting to earn Bitcoin at $1,250, and then by December it hit just shy of $20,000, and that was all the retail market involved. Okay, and literally everybody from, you know, I was going over to the pub and everybody was talking about it in the pub. They wanted to get involved, they wanted to learn about it, they were watching the price, and but now nobody's talking about it in, you know, in the retail side of it. Okay, of course, if you're in the industry like we are in the crypto and the Bitcoin, you know, it's kind of like quite a closed community. You go on Twitter, Bitcoin on Twitter is brilliant reading and great understanding. Same with YouTube and social media if you're within the you know, the crowd. But outside of that, literally, I mean, I think I saw one post on the BBC website about it, and there's not much going out there. The news isn't really, you know, hitting it like it was every other day back in 2017. And literally, this is what's happening. You know, the institutions are coming in massively, and the difference is that's what's driving that price through the roof. If you have a look in back compared to 2017, we saw Bitcoin. Of course, you know, you've got the retail buying it, but they're buying like $1,000. You know, maybe 5, 10,000. You know, the odd person might buy 20, 50,000. The reality is today it's like companies are buying like, you know, 10 million here, you know, 50 million, 100 million, 500 million. I mean, it's absolutely insane. And that's what we saw. I mean, I never expected it to go like it has. You know, I'm more conservative. Yes, I'm a bull, but I'm still very conservative, you know, with the markets. And I actually like it. I like it lower because we get paid in Bitcoin. So obviously when the price is lower, we're getting more Bitcoin, okay? But otherwise, don't get me wrong, when the price goes up, we get a lot richer, we add more notes to our balance, our wealth. It's fantastic. But anyway, outside of that, we basically, we will see, by the way, in 2021, $5,000 and $10,000 days, even $20,000 days potentially with the price of Bitcoin. So that's the way that literally a lot of the top crypto guys are predicting. And I think ultimately when the price is 100,000, okay, what you'll have, I mean, you know, whether it'll be next year, it'll be in the future sometime, definitely. Bitcoin goes up by 10% in one day, and it went up, you know, 20% this week in one day. It's not unusual, that, to be frank. There's your $10,000, $20,000 day, guys. So just to give you an idea how it's going to pan out and how to think about it. And this is the kind of thing that I do. I study the markets and study the industry that we're in. In fact, this is a great book I bought this week, guys. Okay, and this is this is called the Bitcoin Standard. Anybody got this book and read this book? Okay, I'm reading it now, but I bought quite a few books on Bitcoin, and this one definitely is the best by far. It's brilliant reading. It's very intellectual, well written, and again, you just get that on Amazon. I think it was about 18 quid, but brilliant. I'm still reading that. That's called the Bitcoin Standard by Safety and Amos there. Definitely a good read, guys. Definitely recommend it. And acquire the knowledge. And this is what we want to be out there, you know, in the feeds, in the markets. Yeah, talking not just about, of course, we've got our business, Mind Capital, okay, but that's on the back end. We can talk and interact with the crypto community, and then, of course, we can drop our business in and our tokens. And obviously, guys, if you haven't got the tokens, then basically buy them. You know, obviously, your profits have to be withdrawn now Of course, you know, people still asking me, what should I do? The best thing strategy is ultimately, if you're in the arbitrage, keep in that arbitrage, keep your funds there because you are earning something. Okay, it's not like it was. However, for me, anything's better than nothing, and profit is profit. And again, you have to, with that profits, remember, use that, you're taking them profits and then you're buying the tokens. Okay, so outside of that, we again, so what does this mean for us with Bitcoin? Remember, you've got the tokens, you've actually got Bitcoin, and the tokens will definitely be very biased to Bitcoin. Okay, because the market rallies there, that's where all the market is. But don't get me wrong, okay, on these DeFi tokens and the other coins, you can make massive money. I'll log in, I will do a login now, just do a site navigation for everybody watching this out there, and especially for the new people or the people who haven't bought the tokens. So just bear with me, guys. Remember, if you've got any questions, just use the text chat. Just going to go into the screen share, just bear with me. Okay, share screen. Okay, so let's have a look where we are. Okay, so again, this is okay. Come on, guys. How many times do you visit coinmarketcap.com per day? When there's a bull run on, it must be about, I don't know, every several times an hour. So what we're on here, just do a refresh there. Again, just shy of 24,000. We hit $24,200 yesterday. It's insane, absolutely crazy per Bitcoin. But it will keep going back. It just will keep going bigger and bigger, guys. Okay, so again, imagine when this is $230,000 per Bitcoin. Think about how your life's going to look then, guys. Okay, 200. They will get there. There's no question. Some people are saying it'll be over that next year, and I'm not so bullish. I do think it's going to be at least 60K. People are asking me for price of Bitcoin this time next year, at least 60K. I probably way out there. I think it could easily be 100K. It wouldn't surprise me if it's more than that. It really wouldn't. Okay, so outside of that, what we do in here is we have a watch list. Okay, and the watch list is great because this is where I obviously and where you can do the same. Okay, you obviously just create an account here at CoinMarketCap, and you can basically then save all the coins. I like to save all the coins and the tokens that are in the MindCapital tokens, and Aslan, because then you can easily see how they're doing. Okay, so again, you indirectly this week, okay, if you've got these tokens, okay, and of course you all should have the tokens, it's a no-brainer. You've made 24%, of course, of Bitcoin, but look at this. You've made 9% of Ethereum, 10% on XRP, you've made 40% on Litecoin, 27% on Bitcoin Cash, etc., etc. And again, if you imagine trying to do all this separately and manage all that, it's a nightmare, and all the expense and costs. That's the beautiful thing of these tokens. Absolutely brilliant. You know, I recommend Nexo, guys. This was less than 42 cents last week, just so you're aware. It's at 70 now. That's my own. This is it's not in the portfolio, but outside of that, this is just a great crypto, very undervalued, even at 70 cents. When you compare it with other lending protocols, this is a really good price, guys. Okay. And I bought a lot more of these tokens this week. And the great thing is Nexo, when you go to the site nexo.io, you can basically, you're never selling your Bitcoin, you're just taking loans on it. And if you buy Nexo tokens, then you can actually earn dividends. And obviously you'll get the price valuation going up. And also in addition to that, you will, where you end up paying no interest. That's the bottom line. Okay. And you're obviously taking loans, you're still on the Bitcoin, and you've got the price appreciation all along. So again, there's quite a lot of other companies in this area, but I can't really talk too many. I do have MCO as well, but you can see the price. MCO is very similar, but you can see the price there, $2.73. And if you look at the volume, you can see the volume. Okay, the market cap 398 million here, and MCO 43, and yet the price here is $2.72. So you can see where Nexo is going to go. Okay, and it will go a lot higher than that, in my opinion. Okay, just to give you an idea. Yearn Finance at 26,000. I think that peaked at around 60,000 on its high. Okay, just to give you an idea there. So again, that's a little bit there. Okay, so let's basically we'll log in. I'll just have to just log in and we'll do a bit of a tour around here again. I've been waiting. We will get pullbacks. I don't know when. So literally, you can see there, I've still got my, I want to get into, I want to do, obviously I do a withdrawal when the price is lower, when I've got a pullback. But at the moment, I'm just waiting for the markets to come back. Might have to wait a little while. We'll have to see. Nobody knows the future, how they're going to go. But ultimately, we click here and we click on, obviously, you can see what's in the tokens here. Obviously, ASVAN, you click on here and it'll tell you here, and the percentages, okay. They do change and they do update this all the time, just so you're aware of that. So outside of that, we just click on here, and we're well up, obviously, in the tokens that I bought. I bought $40,000, so again, we're up $14,000 there. We click on here. This will take you to the exchange. Obviously, remember when your current balance here, okay, when you basically, you can just type in here to send your coins, your MindCAPITAL coins, to the exchange. So when you're ready to do that, type in there, click on send coins. They'll be in the exchange. Once they're in the exchange, then you convert them, okay? So just scrolling down here, we always change that to English. And then this is a very easy exchange to use, okay? So again, you got balances, transactions, deposits, withdrawals, markets. And remember, with the tokens, the Nemesis tokens, to buy these, okay, to buy ASVAN, you need USDT, just so you're aware of that, okay? So again, you need to go to the exchange, okay? And you'd need to exchange your MindCAPITAL coins for USDT, okay? And then you can buy, that's the ASVAN token, remember, okay? Now, you obviously got the chart here, so you can see the price here. Obviously, it changes all the time. You can scroll in and scroll out, just to give you an idea, okay, of that, how that works. But ultimately, if we go to the drop down here, this is Zaken, and Zaken is, obviously, you need Bitcoin to buy Zaken, just so you're aware of that. So again, you click on the exchange, okay, so once your MindCAPITAL coins are in here, in your own exchange, okay, you want to buy Zaken, you obviously, yeah, click on the BTC there, and then obviously the amount, and the type is always the market order, and there you go, okay. Once you've got the Bitcoin, then you can go into Nemesis tokens, and then obviously, let's say you just bought Zaken, you do the max. Generally, most people will do the max, okay. Obviously, the order is the market order, the exchange you're buying, and then you just reverse it to sell it, just so you're aware. Very easy, very clickable. And if you look at, you know, if anyone uses Binance, you'll have an idea. If you look at Binance compared with this, Binance is very, very, it's like, that is complex compared with this. This is so easy, okay. Very easy to use, and happy days. Again, just scroll down here. You can see the price here, okay, and we can scroll in and out, okay. So here, well, this is obviously a very good price to buy, because the price is very low, just so you're aware of that. Buy low, sell high, and again, that's a great time to buy right now, because it's low, okay. Buy low, sell high, that's the basis of it. When would you cash out? Well, ultimately, is you only cash out when you need cash. You know, you want to pay bills, run your companies, you know, purchase things and things like that. You know, live your lifestyle. That's the bottom line. Outside of that, you want to be building your wealth all the time. So obviously, I'm leaving my tokens in here. They will keep growing, and basically, it's a bit of a no-brainer, and I will be adding to them at some point in the time. Now, just regarding, I think that's really most things there. The 2FA security on the exchange is separate to your MindCAPITAL account, so make sure you set that up. Very important. Security is crucial, you know, in anything really, but certainly in crypto and Bitcoin. Once you get 2FA, you're good to go, basically, unless, you know, you can't be hacked, basically, unless somebody steals your phone. So, you know, that's the bottom line there with that. So outside of that, guys, that's pretty much the basis, the simplicity of it. Nothing really much else to share there. Obviously, we're waiting for the new bot. Now, the new bot was supposed to be with us when was it supposed to be with us? It was supposed to be with us tomorrow, okay, and it's not going to be because they're still testing it, guys. Now, basically, one site that I do use, okay, and generally, you know, they've got to get it right, so we're leaving it to the company. And the company did a Zoom call on Friday announcing that the recording is out there, so I do recommend you do it. They had translators on this time with the Zoom. It was brilliant, absolutely great, because we could follow the call and understand what was happening. The recording is out there as well, so go to the company's YouTube channel on the front of the website and you'll see the video in there, and definitely watch that if you haven't already. They talk about everything and what's happening, and literally when will the new bot comes, who knows. Basically, I think with the markets, there's more testing to be done. The market's going crazy, especially this week. A lot of the exchanges had problems even running, guys, just so you're aware, because people are looking at the arbitrage. You know, the arbitrage is, you know, why is it still low? When's it coming back? And the bottom line is a lot of the exchange, when Coinbase was down, you couldn't even buy and sell on there, to give you an idea. That's how crazy it is out there. So the exchanges are having challenges. So it's not MindCapital. You know, people will blame MindCapital and this, that, and the other, and never blame anybody. Always look in the mirror. That's who you should be blaming, really. Okay, that's something I learned a long time ago. Okay, and you'll live a lot more peaceful life, I can assure you. Okay. So outside of that, because we do see things in the groups, and people, there's people out there who kind of like be negative when they're making money and things, and I'm like, what, you're making money? And you know, I mean, it's unbelievable. So this is where the mindset is the most important, which, you know, you guys who come here on a regular basis will know. This is what changed my life. Okay, I didn't instantly, you know, become, you know, successful with a negative mindset. Okay, I got around the right mentors, and they program my mind. In fact, it was very early days, and the Amway tapes, just so you're aware, Amway, the most successful network marketing company ever, and they produced these audio cassettes, and they were sent to me every month. Okay, funny enough, I didn't join that opportunity, but I got a lot to, I thank them, and Paul Still, who sent me these tapes, and basically I used to play these tapes, and they were programming my mind. They do, guys, if you do this, okay, and you can go on, you don't have to buy tapes or anything like that. You can go on YouTube and watch so much positivity out there. There's so many inspirational videos to watch. The affirmations, there's affirmation videos out there that are brilliant also, okay? And also just a tip, if you use, and you should be using affirmations, is say them aloud, okay? They're a lot more powerful. You're sending that message out to the universe, and even though that you might say affirmations and you find them hard to believe, they might not be true, okay? If you say something enough, okay, you'll start to believe it, okay? And basically, you know, we've got a pandemic out there, and there's some crazy things going out there, and you know, I'll let you make your own mind up regarding that. But the reality is if you work on your mindset daily, okay, and you know, this time we, you know, we've all got more time. Okay, is basically, this is certainly a portion of your day. You want to structure your day ideally in the morning, okay, and before you go bed at night. Before you go to bed at night is brilliant, because it's implanted in the subconscious mind, okay, with the right information, the positive information. You don't want to be thinking about all the bad stuff or worrying about things, okay, going to sleep, okay, because you won't sleep very well. You wake up all stressed, and it's not a really clear place to be. So this is where, when you're drifting off to sleep, get in, even before you go to sleep, is getting that right mindset of, where do you see yourself? What is a successful life? You know, living, following your dreams, living your dream life. And this is obviously extremely challenging right now with the COVID situation. And I think most of the countries in the world have gone, well, I don't know about Asia, but I know obviously the UK got a very severe lockdown again, especially down in London and all the southeast yesterday, and you know, Christmas is here and things. But I don't like, you see, I don't look at that as a negative. For me, it's basically every day that I wake and I'm breathing, I'm alive, I am very, very happy. You know, I watched a little thing on TV today, and there was a guy there with no arms, no legs, okay, and basically, you know, you know, something wrong with his face and all sorts. And I didn't know what it was all was, because it was kind of like just caught a little bit of it. But I thought, very inspiration, and out there creating these, you know, the things to help them, you know, to get through each day as it is. And I'm thinking, you know, we complain that you know, we're in a lockdown and, you know, we're under house arrest or virtually. It's basically, you know, we've got a lot to be thankful. We all live like millionaires. If you can press, you know, a light switch and turn a tap on, you got hot water and you got a roof over your head, and you turn a switch and you got heat. You know, I mean, literally, I mean, you're living like kings and queens where didn't even have that 100 years ago. So that's the kind of thing to focus on. Be thankful and grateful that we've got all that. And you know, your first wealth is your health. So work on that daily. Start that day in that great mindset. Exercise, obviously, very important. Good, healthy, clean diet. Plenty of water. And again, exercise, okay, and again, stretching and then some meditation, and you're good to go with your affirmations, and your day will look great, guys. You'll start the day absolutely amazing. I mean, you really will, and you will not look back. You can basically, you know, them affirmations, say them out loud, okay, and make them crazy, Have some fun with them, okay? I have a lot of fun with that. And even throughout the day, use the affirmations as well, okay? We use them. I like to do that when I'm driving. And it's great fun. It's good fun. So outside of that, guys, just realized still on screen share. We're going to go back. Hey, who we got on video? We got Palio, superstar international business builder from York. How you doing, my buddy? Absolutely one of the most positive people you can ever meet. Palio is very, very inspirational. Absolutely fantastic. We have also got BJ. BJ, how are you, my friend? Okay, BJ, I will bring you on in a minute. Just before. Just updating everybody up that, because we've had some questions regarding the marketing system, okay, and this is the time to be building, because remember, we still have a business, you know, we do have these tokens, guys, and we have the Zoom call, again, it's on Tuesday. This Tuesday, though, there will not be a presentation, just so you're aware. I will send the recorded because we're out for a Christmas family thing. That's already done. I just realized that. So just be aware of that. So I'll send the recording out. But literally, you know, you're sharing the presentation, following up and repeating the process. That's what this business is. And we're showing people, remember, most people out there don't have Bitcoin. Okay, they do not have it. And you don't have to, you know, a lot of people, when they look at it, they think they have to buy a whole bit. What Bitcoin is $24,000. I mean, you know, I mean, it was crazy last time I looked, it was 10,000. I mean, there's no way, you know, you got to educate the people. Look, you don't need a whole Bitcoin. Yeah, you know, you can buy $100 worth, $50 worth. And imagine if you could just afford $50 a week to buy Bitcoin. Okay, that is a powerful strategy to just do that and buy that and add to it when you've got more cash and capital. Go and buy Bitcoin and, you know, get in the industry. And of course, then we can show the people how to use that Bitcoin to make even more with our tokens. And you will make more because you've got them other cryptos in there. Yeah, you will be there. And then obviously we've got the bot to look forward to. And again, we'll get more updates this week. When we hope to get that, but the company have got to do their test. We've got to make sure it's right, and that's understandable, okay? But in the meantime, we got to focus on what we have, which is the tokens, okay, and the exchange. Remember. So outside of that, okay. Now I know we got BJ on. BJ and Brian created the system for us, okay, for all the marketing system. Remember, which is brilliant, okay. It's converts. I'm going to bring BJ on now to talk a little bit more about that. BJ, me and BJ worked together literally back in the Empower Network days, and again, these guys are the best marketers on the planet, guys. There is no better. So, copywriting, you know, video conversions, these guys out to do it. So, BJ, do you want to turn your mic on and just come and update everybody?
Absolutely. Hey, Simon. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Hopefully, everybody's having a good holiday stretch here. Everybody's getting that last fourth quarter of 2020 in, I see. Oh, man. Well, Simon, thank you for that great introduction, as always. It's always great to hear one of the best to ever do it in his own right give you a compliment. So it's definitely appreciated and reciprocal. You know, iron sharpens iron. So it's always great that I get to link up with you and we get to affect all of them. So as you alluded to, my partner Brian and I, we've actually been able to do the light work at this point. You've been so helpful. You've presented both an interview with me where we took a simple concept, which is let's get them through the door. Let's get them into MindCapital. Let's get them that free account set up so that they can make the right decisions for themselves along the way. And we implemented that as the front end marketing strategy that they'll see on the front end. And then before they even leave that page, when they go to leave that page, they actually see the presentation that you're uploading Tuesday again in replay, which was your best presentation that you've done in a while, even though all of them have been slamming lately. I've been telling you that, where you explain how they can use the exchange, how they can use the tokens. You showed the profit that it was generating for you and the other partners as well. And you walked them through how easy it is to buy and sell on there. So guys, we created that whole entire process, and we made it for what Simon was alluding to earlier, which is for you guys to share that presentation so you don't have to come up with all this stuff. So you don't have to be an excellent presenter. So you don't have to have a multi-million-dollar story. We do all of that for you. Simon's handled all of that for you, Brian, with the creating of the system. We have traffic solutions where I come in and then help as well and put it in front of people who might be on the fence, who might want to know about Bitcoin, who might want to know how to build a business even, because truth be told, this is something that a lot of people are kind of asleep to still. It's crazy, $24,000 of Bitcoin and they are still asleep. But the make money online or the hungry side of them or the entrepreneurial inside of them gets sparked, and then you tell them the story and it fills in for there. So don't be afraid to talk to some of your friends in your network marketing community, in your make money online community that don't necessarily have Bitcoin on deck yet, and educate them, because they would be furious to know 10 years ago Bitcoin was a couple dollars and they could be worth $100 10 years ago is worth 29 million today. They would be furious to know they missed that. So don't let them miss it again just because they're selling, I don't know, iron or plants, or they're selling a shake. Tell them to also sell Bitcoin or to be a part of it. You don't have a savings outside of what you do. You got to have these kind of conversations with people and then lead them to us, because we'll handle the rest for you. And that's what the marketing system's all about, even all the way up to sending out an email every single day on your behalf, sending them back to the message so that they hear the message over and over and over again until boom, they decide that Bitcoin is right for them, MindCapital is right for them, our message is right for them. Because remember, guys, we're building a community here. Simon takes time out of his day twice a week to do these presentations for you, because you're the online family, you're his extended family, you're someone that he wants to make sure you're succeeding, and this is how he succeeds, so he makes sure that you can use it to succeed yourself. That's the same thing with the marketing system. That's the same thing with our traffic strategies. This is to make sure what we actually do in our business is something you can do in yours. So definitely leverage that. You know, we're on here. I'm on here every week. Simon's on here twice a week, killing things for you. All you have to do is send people to the front of it. And if they watch, they'll convert just like you converted. That's how simple marketing works when you have a superstar on your team. And I'm surrounded by two. And if you count me, that gives you three. So that's all I got.
Well, that's brilliant. I mean, BJ, I mean, you know, it's like this. And again, if you want the system, then basically BJ, connect with BJ or myself, and we can get that to you. And again, remember, system sell. That's the key. Okay, fortunes in a follow-up, system sell. And that, you know, if you're explaining the business, it's not the way to go. Now, I just posted in there regarding about, you know, learning about Bitcoin, okay, and getting the latest updates. That's news.bitcoin.com. And this is a great site where I go multiple times daily. And basically, and also on Twitter, we just go onto Twitter and go on to just type in Bitcoin, and then you can start to follow the crypto, the Bitcoin guys. Mainly Bitcoin. I don't really go down the route of the other altcoins, okay? Some people like to do that, and that's all great, okay? For me, I'm really, you know, for me, it's all about Bitcoin and literally acquiring and teaching people to build Bitcoin, because we know it's here to stay. That's the bottom line. Is maybe Ethereum and you know, and there might be, you know, who knows where it's going to go. That's the bottom line. But we know Bitcoin's going to be here, and that's what I like to talk to people about. And you know, keep talking about it, be consistent with that, and people will start to hear more about it. You know, as it hits these new higher highs, you know, it's starting to get out there, and people want to get in. And you know, we're going to be starting talking about Satoshis rather than, because remember the decimal points, it's 8 decimal points Bitcoin. So literally you're not buying, people don't have to buy the whole one. They'll be saying, look, I got some Satoshis today, and you know, whether it's $50, okay, it's a great buy if you've only got $50 or $100, because Bitcoin will 10x from now. So you're turning that fiat into Bitcoin. So this is the way I talk to people. You're turning that, you know, explaining it. You're turning the fiat into, which is, remember, worthless. Okay, that's the bottom line. And you're using it. This is what we call, it's literally, it's an asset. And basically, and then you can withdraw. You don't have to ever sell the asset. Like I keep saying, never sell Bitcoin, never sell Bitcoin, never sell Bitcoin. Always, if you need some cash, just take some loans on it. Loan it out, take the cash. Even if you're paying interest, I can assure you the price of Bitcoin will absolutely dwarf that. And ultimately, you never really have to pay the interest off. You can if you want, but you know, it's up to you. I certainly won't be paying out the interest. I was going to when it hit 20K, but the more I've thought about it, is the you know, there's no need to, because the price is just in another, it'll keep growing and it'll grow so big, so the interest doesn't come into it. In fact, if you've got the token with Nexo, you don't pay any interest because we're getting dividends on that, and we get a percentage back as well. So we actually make money. We actually make money by taking loans. It does. It's crazy. You got to look into that a little bit more, guys. I know it's a little bit offset, but look, this is all about helping you guys make money and lots of that. So guys, looking at the time, we're half an hour in. Okay, now basically, if you've got any questions regarding anything, then use this chat to get your questions answered. But we've covered most things for what's happened this week. Okay, of course, not a lot happening with the arbitrage. You know, remember, all the exchanges have struggled because of the growth. The market's been crazy with Bitcoin. Again, outside of that, we've got to wait for the bot. Obviously, the company have got to do the test there. So in the meantime, we've just got the tokens. Buy them tokens. Of course, keep buying the tokens, and then you're acquiring more of all them different cryptos. And when you reckon what will happen after the Bitcoin rally, the other coins and tokens tend to rally behind that. So again, you definitely want to be in it to win it. Yeah. So guys, outside of that, give yourselves a round of applause for being here. Okay, you know, wearing that smile each day, guys. You're doing absolutely fantastic. Rudolph, great to see you out there in the Caribbean as well, just while you're there. You joined us a little bit later, great. I have recorded this, guys. Okay, so we've got to wait for the company information this week. I've also asked the company to do every Zoom call with them translators on, and guys, if you listen to them, they were brilliant. They were absolutely brilliant translators. It was like I used to use Google Translator, and the Spanish speak really quick, and sometimes funny enough, when I first started to use it, it was okay, but then last few times it's been like pretty not great. But this Friday with the translators are brilliant, so they're going to use them translators all the time, which is fabulous. Make sure that you're also in for the very latest information, because people miss that. Get your teams to get to subscribe to their company Telegram channel, okay? Because that's where the company put everything in all the time. People said, why don't they send emails out? The problem with emails is, you know, you've got 100,000 people to email, it's not going to get through. Then they're going to get blocked ultimately, and spam, you know, just issues going into spam and all sorts. So that's why companies use Telegram, just so you're aware of that, because people ask that. Okay, we've got somebody logging in now, but unfortunately, it's a wrap, guys, you know. So guys, have a phenomenal week. Okay, so Tuesday, again, I'm out with the family, but I will put a recording. I will put updates every day in there with everybody. Again, we've got Galaxy S9 Plus, just well done, Guy. Yeah, nice to see you there. Okay, guys, look, great to see you all. Great to see you all smiling out there. Keep positive, guys. Wear that smile each day. Send that beautiful energy out to the world. Keep promoting the business. Keep focused on the positives. Keep your teams together, guys. We're in this together. And again, we are still making money, and okay, anything's better than nothing, isn't it? Okay, so God bless you all, guys. Have a phenomenal day, and most importantly, follow your dreams. Bye-bye, guys. Bye for now.